Champions Award. So all votes are rising, and we are on the edge of very competitive World Championships, and we expect that to continue. This summer will be World Championships all over the world, and then next year will be really important World Championships where the top teams can absolutely advance to the Olympics. So this is a huge, momentous victory for us, and the rest of the world is moving very, very quickly.
He's a big-time talent, brings this guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in. This is a a lot of different looks. Really important potential just to keep his on his game.
So this is
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that will be plenty for the first down.
It's so nice as an offensive
That's what Tucker Craft.
by handing the football off to this
The
guy.
greatest thing that he does is be able to highlight or put a community where he comes from. This may be a player
That what I do is just for the people that look at where I'm sharing these projects with to these kids see that everything is achievable with the usual inspiration.
The DQ Freezer is open again for 85th birthday to bring back all wish for loser flavors and for the any loser treats. Very tasty something.
He's going to pass.
I should have a student for the insurance culture, but because a lot of these financial services are those kids, it's not so much more than they so that they can and honestly, this might be the best one. They did not do this dude has a plan in the changes. That's the good. Actually, it's measured. It's on your side. Just going to it's like your business. It's everything.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it.
At least we need to know what is creating. So they did right. So the secular it's the only Ace has this concept when you run it's like Benjamin. They move home to join the gates. Things like they can't do. And your little place is premium service with a that's the team. With animals paid for it's not only going to move and right now, 20% of the animals are sold in the country. We zero pay. Struggling with the offenses using the city this, Tier Dentally, Mobile Office Connect, and Tivio, offering 2 maintenance options, including Tivio inclusion of various allergic reactions and Tivio treatments and Tivio may increase risk of infection of its hand treatments. Here, rare, deteriorated by infection in a infection, severe symptoms, sores, or infections, and Tivio, relief, remission, phobia.
Yeah, obviously we were talking about the stats this week. Yeah, so we need to step up and play well. They really point to these guys right here. They are the key to their respective teams. And they don't always show up in the box score. These are the guys of the league. These guys get everybody organized. They just how to play well. You know, when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just run back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
The defense wouldn't let it loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Red Raiders head quickly to the line.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Safe completion on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on foul. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, it's how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at it. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this
defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense.
Second
down coming up. He's looking to throw. Caught in the sticks. It's Harris.
That was in the Navy
They'll get it to
for
the 48. No
10
need
years.
to measure it to first down. Here's this offense with a
See,
quick set of downs.
with all his different there,
Trying to find his man on
wasn't
first
as good
down.
as his face, but it was
That's
still,
reeled in. It's Williams.
Arabian is not Arabian. German to Germany, and it's a bit of Spain, that's really where it started.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To the air on first down.
So actually, Haitian culture was about dancing.
You know those defenders wanted to line him up. Quarterback wisely
Singing
gets
some
down.
efforts,
It's
to
first
dance
and 10
videos.
from the 13.
When you score a touchdown, you got to hit your touchdown, so
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. On the move, he fires.
it's literally
And he'll take it They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Hawaii ran roughshod over the competition en route to a double-digit victory, and they broke free in doing it. Not just one of those gorgeous beauties, this team is buttoned up. It's one game, you don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Red Raiders will hustle to the line.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week was a bad performance. So this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well. Someone they can count.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45.
got tremendous depth. I look at the trajectories.
He'll pull it on the read.
CFP.
He'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They get to the line quickly.
That is a big hit, and that's a hit that I'm going, listen,
In this
I'm
year.
the OC, I'm the head coach. I don't want to take many of those. I want to run the RPOs, and I want to run my quarterback. But Palmer, I got to understand the difference between the critical situations when I want to take hits and the other times when I want to take stuff. Yeah, you got to live through another day. You're the quarterback right now. You know this defense, their eyes are lighting up every time they see you take off and run. They know they're going to get those opportunities. They're trying to put you.
We see his fingerprint all over the best run games in the NFL and in college.
Quarterbacks
So
love
if you miss
receivers
some
that
jets,
can
you
get
don't drop
separation,
early
but
on.
that amount of
And that's
separation
what you do. It's
is a
so
little
big.
excessive.
I agree, Reese. I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep
Sometimes
away
like
with
it's deep. Like there's gonna be a lot of running backs
On
in
the
the
move from
4,
inside
5, 6,
is
7
five.
round. They're gonna continue. Nowadays, when
Finds
you
just
have
enough
big
space
running
across
back,
the
you're using 2
45.
running
Let's
backs.
mark
I
it
don't
at the
think that you made
27-yard
the
line.
Shanahan's game was
James Madison
he
sends
had
the
running
offense
backs
back
right there,
onto
and
the
they
field.
was a block.
They unleashed an aerial assault last time. They took them right to the end zone, David.
So Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish.
He's
To make this defense think you come back on their heels now. Shoot, we might be able to see some runs in this drive to really
some
get
teams that just have to wait later because there's so many players that
They got it at the receiver position, so if you've
there
got
could be many
multiple
different
matchups,
twos.
they take
This
advantage.
one with Jensen and but
Unloads
just
to the
holds
wideout.
it.
Not easily, lady.
Defense got
Your
close
team
that
immediately.
time, and
What
they
you got going on today?
get him on the ground at the 41.
So Jensen, I want to go
he saw his matchup.
And then I gotta go to
Where's that at the high school?
Positive game.
Where's that at the high school?
A few more times today.
Love you.
Way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you.
I can see this guy being the right scheme on the right on the line.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
I believe this guy here out of Georgia State is going to be good.
They'll give it to the back.
He ended up having to go for the end of the
I know that section is on that. You can pound it away, you get these couple of games, and we'll just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately
He's not the biggest guy on the left of the field.
Looking to throw on second down.
He's like something else.
He's going to take off.
He's got
How
good
about
flexibility.
that play to get a hand in there and force the evacuation? Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Line out in motion. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. He reels it off the sidelines, but he's out of bounds. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call.
When I look at prospects, quarterback prospects especially, I always look at their get off me ability, which like John Jenkins, like he had a couple of those where he just stiff armed a guy. My favorite
And
story
the
from the
Duke's
show.
trying to cash it in on first and goal.
I know you guys haven't heard it. Jason Boyd's a rookie. He's on the Tennessee Titans, and the
He's
team
looking to
year
throw.
Derrick Henry gets drafted,
Quarterback
and they're
floating
sitting
away
on
from
the
pressure.
table like, okay, he stands up, and Derrick Henry stands up, and it's Jason Boyd, and he's just like, somebody
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. They thought maybe they could pay down. They thought wrong.
so fast, you can tell the angle's just getting chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, every quarterback pocket, understand that guy, he's wild. I gotta make sure I take the proper angles. I'm chasing him.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can edge that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14. And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good positions together here, make something happen on this side of the ball.
He's back too. I got ripped in that meeting because I got the play. So that's kind of the reason why that was a very tough tackle. Very tough tackle.
Don't say any specific play because we have an innate ability to so define play.
And off from the shotgun.
Don't just
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great
I
tackle
see
there.
it.
And the Red Raiders are in the hurry up.
Henry get to the top of the it's a really impressive
Wide receiver shows motion. To the air, it's Hammond.
We're going to run the
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him, get him to the ground as a bonus. And 6 sacks in the last game. Build on that number. They want to keep stacking him.
Productions. What a dummy.
And it falls incomplete. But that could have been disastrous. The Red Raiders line up and run it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively.
Love you again.
I love you.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone first and 10 from the 20. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good game. The offense knocking on the door, first and goal.
Easy. And cybersecurity strengthened. So
They'll try to get it in with the line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1 yard line.
5 to 6
Thousands
yards
of
a pop. I
families
don't know if
affected
that's
by
what
disasters
but
urgently
that usually
need
equals a
support.
first down every couple
You
carries.
can
So
help
don't
the
forget about the
American
run
Red
game.
Cross. Provide help and hope.
It's when you make moves. Please, and me today, Red Cross presents your reward. People affected by disaster, big and small. Go to redcross.org/independent today. Your support is critical. We can't do it without you.
He'll bring it back from inside the spot.
Just make sure
He
you
was
have a big
looking
stuff.
for some running room, but
Like
not much to
53
be
kids
found
over
as
at
he
C4
got the
Agents
JT.
Office.
Texas Tech has it
And
back, and the Red Raiders
PhDSA.gov
offense on its way to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, if they're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Gotta start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly. Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They're bringing heat. On time, let's it go. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown. But that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to put yourself back in this game.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
There's going to be a point where communication with
The toss to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the first down for this offense.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run game coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point. But finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful enough.
when it leads to themselves and it's and it's breaking the leads, there's it's in
Skating by the door, baby.
be sure to check out
Much needed life
places.
for this offense. They tried to
DJs was
cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back.
Obviously, the expectations that he's had throughout his college career, and then taking Colorado to new heights like that, that's not easy. And just a little bit of the arm strength, and then, from the ball to a lot of stacks, so my experience of playing, like, I can show my guys go up and hit it and then keep going. That shows a lot about the leadership and just being able to learn to get the ball out, play within the timing of the offense and concepts. So I think those are things that he has and will continue to learn.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
season.
Makes this connection.
Appreciate that.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Got his man quickly. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a first down. Finds his big tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup.
Anthony Collins has Andrew is pretty significant. And, you get better with Andrew, you have to first down. You have that labor, so it's a little tougher.
In the middle, it's Williams. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further out. They're down to the 20. From the red zone, he's going to throw. Finds his man.
Most credits are Darius Leonard, the second set of the game, and
The reason this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets those progression, David, he hits a good stride, he doesn't take it to the top.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You get the stride around, you stop running, out on the break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be
Dang it.
They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score. Really nice job working the route and getting yourself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got momentum, you got to find somebody that can make the play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just kicking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Right on target this time. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Gets it out quickly.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the
It's
positive
like,
yards.
I mean, it's fucking, that is burnt. Like, it's supposed to be burnt. That's fucking burnt. Here's fucking touchdown.
He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got
I'm not fucking
trying
burnt.
to deliver
I'm
the
not
football, and now they face third down.
sucking right now.
And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, going to the air. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Quick timeout call on the offense after the play.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Throws to the wide.
God.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Dukes will kick it off to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop. I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
It's caught downfield. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line.
That is fucking crazy.
This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, fine. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him to get the first down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Red Raiders in the hurry up. They'll ride the hot hand. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. The give to Davis. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's right on target. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Fires to the tight end. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They want to just keep throwing it. Setting up the screen.
Well, on third down, they go to the running back screen. They're able to get a couple of yards, but not enough for the first. What do?
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Oh, he makes the catch. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He wants to throw.
No.
Nice defensive play to get a
Oh my God.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Dukes are on the move. Looking to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Harris. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got his man down the middle.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Catch in the middle, it's Harris. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone.
Look at him.
Quick strike complete.
Oh,
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today. This one from 34 yards out. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down the end zone.
Yeah, I agree with you.
They'll find Davis here.
I don't think
He's
it
knocked
will
down in
reach
the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. That's such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can shoot some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense. Locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
The Red Raiders decide to punt it away.
You're really at times that you want to win right now. You don't have time to wait and see if this guy can be the guy who get your
He's got great speed.
in the following years.
This guy
Next
is
year,
a
you know,
daring punt return man.
be a
He's not going to
trade,
settle
free
for the
agency.
Bearcats.
So
A
I don't think
solid
you want to
return.
reach that.
Gets a little bit of
If you
ground
don't
on
think
the
that's
offense.
it's an interesting
First
point.
down
Think
here
about
for the
it.
offense.
We all picked out the guy like Junior, but the big thing.
He's looking to throw it.
I think this is
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that.
We think he's any better than Kate Foster. We think he's any better than anybody that maybe
And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. The first down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass.
No!
Right out. And that pass is
Damn it!
intercepted.
What is that? Like, who the fuck is just sitting?
On the interception.
Well, the
It is
defense
a
is
unique
great. They're
situation
obviously
because
down
you
big
have the
here
two
in the
better
fourth quarter.
quarterbacks that
There's
are
just a
in the
little
league.
bit
Just
of time
remembering that they
left.
are
Obviously,
your
it'll
deal
take a
makes it a really
Herculean
hard
effort to
there.
come
So it's
back.
like you
Could
come up
that
here and
interception
have
be
a
the
like
spark that ignites this team?
Looking to pass. It's Hammond.
player and
Looking for a deep
franchise
edge.
quarterback.
It's
Really good to
complete.
sit there like,
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
since your starter,
And the
you
Red
still don't
Raiders
know the
want to
future.
crank the tempo.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter. This dude can put up points quickly.
So, completely put it out. But, you know, like I said, the Giants, just where they're at. I don't think you really know how this whole future will
He leaves
happen.
it with
You
his
sit
back.
here listening to this
A
radio.
solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
success
at the
or
47. They're looking at a
beautiful
third down and short.
this, you have to be one of the guys that be called
From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh my
Caught
god.
through the middle. It's Myers. And they finally haul it down, but not before the good catch and run. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. From the gun, he leads it with the back. He got a bunch of them close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs.
74 complete percentage, 4,000 yards, and still flat out. And I've been in a situation where, yeah, I was playing a 1 to 2 year deal with the last like 5 years of my career, so I played every season. Like,
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down,
19.
second down
He's
coverage.
almost like
After
he's
quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down.
I'm going to perform because he still has a great
The
arm.
give to Davis.
He's always got this
Right through the pile and picks up a couple
once
down
he
to the
gets benched
16.
for some crazy
Now
reason.
facing
So
a
that's why,
third
again,
and
him
long.
the 1 year deal, which for him, the rest of it's an over deal. I think for Davis, he's gonna play for another 10 years. He's gonna be another, Briscoe there, just playing wherever, always getting signed because we asked for a team. And so, yeah, the 1 year deal, that's like the rest of the time.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. No signs of any kind of gear as they'll lead the offense out there to try to move those chains. Coming after it. And they get to him and sack him with quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
That's for Daniel Jones.
That's a tough place to be for the quarterback.
Yesterday,
On fourth down, defense allows them to reaches field pocket constricting around you. It's like a black hole. There's just nothing you can do. It's hard to see receivers downfield. It's hard to see
And then Travis Hunter goes to the Giants. And then Pittsburgh gets that target. Turning that could be a next. So he looks at the Giants to get to 20. It's really not that bad when you look at the chart. You're looking at pick 34 in the second round, pick 65 in the third round. They also have an extra third round pick they hold on to, and then fifth round pick. So they can have their cake and eat it too. They can pick their player for the quarterback. And to me, Jackson is one that makes sense. And that vision, and that weapon, as the teams are looking for, get the football training that's physical. To me, that's what makes it the Giants.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run.
I think Jackson held his eye, but I don't think he would have drafted. Again, I'm going to the football family like they did with the Mannings, with the Sanders, but again, I love Jackson.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Now the toss. And the punishment has been extended. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push his winning streak to 5.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown of the year. He's been a factor in these guys' offense.
The 7 quarterbacks, I think Baker, Cousins, and
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech has it back in the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out. They turned it over on downs.
I think we got to do a better job here, just being better early in downs. On first down, finding positive. First and goal, it's frustrating to see the football get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Finds a tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. Look at these two guys. They rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his tight end. That's 20. He's got space. And his molars are probably
You always
rattling
read ahead
after
of the
that
game.
big hit, but he did get the
As
first
long as
down.
it's your
From the
default, and lets us
17-yard
know
line,
that feeling is
threatening to score
unmatched.
on first and
Understand
10.
it is for the
They'll
average,
run it.
it's
It's
close to
Davis.
the bar, and
He'll
elevated.
take 4 yards on
So
first
it's you
down
who
every
define
time,
what's
2nd and
possible.
6.
Lets us
It'll be
refine
2nd
what
down,
you
and
deserve.
remember, they can pick up a
Because a
first without
farmer doesn't
scoring.
make you feel Sunday.
On
This
2nd
environment
down,
stops
looking to
short
throw.
of amazing.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
With this scoring the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Now on the option. Now the pitch. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown,
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep pushing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need a football. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight, powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over. They'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake.
Fires into traffic. It's picked
That is so much fucking bullshit, dude.
I understand being
Fucking crazy.
play callers in today's era are aggressive as they've ever been. But at the same time, we got to understand fourth quarter, I got the lead. I've already messed it up once. I might want to try to think about what this guy can really do well and think about maybe making something.
That's why they're not.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
It's all they say.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Hit the afterburners kick. Touchdown, Red Raider. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. You still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back in the game.
Yeah, or find an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They got nothing on the last play in 2nd and 10. The give as they work on that clock. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Dukes have it with a 1st and 10.
Numerous teams during this process. Did any particular team stand out during the pre-draft meeting? Can you give us one good story about any team that you have
Receiver
met
now
with?
comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Nothing but green ahead. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. The defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field, or he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the Now it's second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having a chalk last.